Many farmers jump into poultry farming with big dreams but no clear plan. They rely on trial and error, hoping things will just work out, only to face unexpected costs, low egg production, and the struggle of finding buyers. And before they know it, their farm is barely surviving instead of thriving. But successful poultry farmers, they don't leave things to chance. They have a clear business plan, a simple but powerful roadmap that guides them through every step, from setup to sales and even future expansion. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video, how to create a business plan for a 500-layer poultry farm, step by step. By the end, you won't just have an idea, you'll have a solid strategy to turn your poultry dream into a profitable reality. And to make things even easier, I'm giving you a free poultry business plan template so you can start working on your plan right away. Let's start with the foundation, your business identity. The first step in building a successful poultry farm is defining who you are as a business. Choose a business name that is simple and easy to remember. Take Bright Layers Farm, for example. The name is clear, straightforward, and reflects the farm's focus on quality layer farming. A well-chosen name gives your business a strong identity and makes it more memorable, helping to build trust. Along with a simple name, providing clear contact details and an address makes your farm feel legitimate and accessible, which is crucial for establishing credibility. Now, let's talk about something even more powerful, your vision and mission statements. Your vision is where you see your farm in the future. For Bright Layers Farm, the vision is to be a trusted source of eggs, focusing on animal welfare, sustainability, and top quality production. This isn't just a fancy sentence, it's a guiding star that keeps your business on track, reminding you why you started in the first place. Your mission, on the other hand, is about the daily actions you take to achieve that vision. The mission of Bright Layers Farm is, our mission is to produce fresh, nutritious eggs daily by ensuring the health and well-being of our hens while using sustainable practices that benefit both our customers and the environment. This is what tells customers and investors that your farm isn't just about selling eggs, it's about doing it the right way. Next, we'll dive into the real game changer, setting clear goals. Now it's time to answer a critical question. Where do you want your business to go, and how will you get there? This is where setting clear goals comes in. Without goals, running a poultry farm is like driving without a destination. You'll waste time, money, and energy without knowing if you're making progress. That's why every successful farm follows SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, if you're just starting, a short-term goal could be optimize hen feeding and management practices to achieve a 10% increase in egg production within the next 6 months. Why does this matter? Because small improvements in feeding and care directly impact profitability. Healthier hens lay more eggs, meaning more income. A mid-term goal might be establish relationships with at least 10 new local retailers within 1 year to expand the farm's customer base. To make it more specific, you could say, establish relationships with at least 10 new local retailers between March 2025 and March 2026 to expand the farm's customer base and increase sales. This adds a clear time frame and a focus on measurable outcomes. No matter how many eggs your farm produces, if you don't have consistent buyers, your business will struggle. Securing reliable customers ensures steady sales and cash flow. And for the long term, let's say, increase the farm's capacity to 1,000 layers within 3 years while maintaining or improving production quality. Expanding means more revenue, but only if it's done efficiently. This goal ensures that growth happens without sacrificing quality. But let's take it a step further. Technology integration. Imagine reducing labor costs and improving efficiency by automating feeding, drinking, and egg collection within 2 years. Smart investments like this can transform your poultry farm into a streamlined, high-profit business. Now that we know where the farm is heading, let's talk about what you'll actually be selling. Your primary product is simple: fresh table eggs. That's your bread and butter. But smart farmers know that eggs aren't the only way to make money. What happens when your hens stop laying? You can sell spent hens for meat. Instead of letting old hens become a loss, you turn them into an additional income stream. What about the manure your chickens produce daily? Most people see waste, but you see an opportunity: organic fertilizer. Selling poultry manure to crop farmers adds another layer of revenue. Market and strategy. Ask yourself this question: who will buy your eggs and how will you sell them? No matter how well you run your farm, without a solid market strategy, your eggs could end up piling up with no buyers. That's why understanding your market isn't just important, it's a necessity. Let's start with market analysis. Before you collect your first egg, it's essential to know who your customers are. Every successful poultry farm has a clear understanding of where their products are going. So, who are your potential buyers? You might be selling to local supermarkets, restaurants, hotels, households, bakeries, or wholesalers and distributors. Understanding your potential buyers is the first step in shaping your business strategy. Once you have a clear idea of who your customers are, the next step is to analyze your competition. You won't be the only poultry farmer in the area, so it's important to know who the biggest egg suppliers are, what their pricing models look like, and what their strengths and weaknesses are. For instance, if your competitors are selling eggs at a lower price, how can you compete? Maybe by offering better quality, convenient doorstep delivery or packaging that helps extend the shelf life of your eggs. The key is to differentiate your farm in a way that gives customers a reason to choose you over others. Now, let's talk about marketing strategy. How will you get your first customers and keep them coming back? In the beginning, word of mouth is your best friend. Start with friends, family, and local businesses. Let them know your farm exists and that you have high-quality eggs for sale. But don't stop there. Social media advertising can boost your sales significantly. Posting farm updates, egg prices, and customer testimonials on platforms like Facebook and WhatsApp can attract buyers quickly. As your farm grows, you need a more structured sales strategy. Establish long-term contracts with retailers, partner with bakeries, and explore farmers' markets where you can sell directly to consumers. But what if the market shifts? What if demand drops or there's an oversupply of eggs? Smart farmers always have alternative plans. Instead of letting excess eggs go to waste, you could process them into powdered or liquid eggs for longer shelf life. Finding creative ways to adapt keeps your business profitable even in tough times. Next is farm setup. Without the right setup, even the best plans can fail, so it's essential to get everything in place properly. Let's start with housing. Your birds need a clean, well-ventilated, and predator-proof space to thrive. You can choose between a battery cage system or a deep litter system. Battery cages are great for efficiency, as they make egg collection easier and help reduce feed wastage. On the other hand, deep litter systems allow birds more movement and are cheaper to set up, though they require more space and management. Regardless of the system you choose, proper spacing, airflow, and hygiene are essential to ensuring the health and productivity of your hens. Next, you'll need feed and water systems. You can go for automatic feeders and drinkers to save time and labor, or use manual ones if you're on a tighter budget. But remember, consistent access to clean water and quality feed directly affects egg production. Then we have lighting. Laying hens need about 14 to 16 hours of light daily to maintain good laying cycles. Without proper lighting, egg production drops, so a reliable lighting system is a must. Now, what about the birds themselves? You can either buy day-old chicks and raise them, or purchase point-of-lay pullets that are ready to start laying eggs. If you choose day-old chicks, be prepared for extra feeding, vaccination, and management before they start producing. And speaking of health, veterinary care is essential. Vaccines, deworming, and disease prevention plans will save you from massive losses. A single outbreak can wipe out an entire flock, so regular health checkups should be part of your routine. Additionally, let's talk about egg collection and storage. You'll need egg trays, storage racks, and a cool, dry place to store eggs before selling them. Proper handling reduces breakages and increases shelf life. Running a 500-layer farm can certainly be managed by one person, but as your farm grows, or if you decide to hire additional help, it's important to have the right people with clearly defined roles. The farm owner or manager typically oversees the entire operation, handling everything from feeding to sales. Caretakers are responsible for the daily tasks, such as feeding the hens, cleaning the facilities, and collecting eggs. A marketing and sales team is crucial for finding customers and expanding the business. Additionally, a veterinarian consultant can provide periodic health checks and create disease prevention plans to ensure the hens stay healthy. Having the right structure and team in place will help your farm run smoothly and avoid costly mistakes. Next is financial planning. Without proper financial planning, even the best run farms can fail. So it's crucial to understand the costs involved. To get started, you'll need to consider the initial investment, ongoing expenses, and when you can expect to start making a profit. First, let's look at the startup costs. Setting up a 500-layer poultry farm requires a significant upfront investment. If you don't already own land, purchasing or leasing a plot will be one of your first major expenses. The cost of land can vary greatly depending on the location, but you'll need enough space to accommodate housing for the birds, feed storage, and room for movement. Building the poultry house is another significant expense, whether you choose battery cages or a deep litter system. It's essential to invest in proper housing to ensure the birds' well-being. Next, you'll need to purchase the birds themselves. Whether you're buying 500 point-of-lay hens or raising them from day-old chicks, the costs will vary, but either option requires careful planning. Feed supply is another critical expense, and you'll need enough feed to last at least the first few months of operation. Vaccination and medications are also vital to keeping your birds healthy and reducing mortality rates. If you plan on hiring workers to help with daily tasks, labor costs will need to be factored in as well. Finally, you'll need to invest in equipment like feeders, drinkers, lighting, and storage trays to ensure smooth operations. All these expenses need to be planned carefully to ensure a solid foundation for your farm's success. Once your farm is up and running, you'll have monthly operating costs to keep things moving smoothly. Feed expenses will be your biggest recurring cost, as chickens need a consistent supply of high-quality feed to stay productive. Labor wages are another ongoing expense. If you have workers, their salaries will need to be covered. Additionally, you'll need to account for medication and vaccines to ensure your birds stay healthy and avoid major losses. Utility bills, including electricity for lighting and water for drinking, are essential costs for daily operations. Marketing expenses, such as advertisements, delivery costs, and packaging for your eggs, will also need to be factored into your budget. Now let's discuss your revenue forecast. A healthy layer hen can lay around 280 to 320 eggs per year. With 500 layers, you can expect about 12,750 eggs per month, assuming an 85% laying rate. But eggs won't be your only source of income. You can also earn money from spent hens. After 1 to 2 years of laying, older hens can be sold for meat. Additionally, poultry manure can be sold to crop farmers, providing another revenue stream. Another big question to ask yourself is, how long will it take to recover your investment? That's where break-even analysis comes in. By figuring out when your farm's income will cover your initial costs, you'll know exactly when you'll start making a profit. Grab your free poultry business plan template now. It's available in my Telegram channel. Just click the link in the description to download it and start planning your farm today. Ever wondered how much money you can actually make with 300 chickens per month? You might be surprised. Watch the next video on screen now to find out the real numbers and profits. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment below. Your support keeps this content coming. See you in the next video.